Welcome back. This is part 3 of today's revision class. Let us start with session 5, that is writing skills. See, along with the communication skills, what else is important is your writing skills. Okay, so when you are representing your language in visual form, that is known as your writing. So it is a very creative process with the help of which author can express his thoughts or ideas in a very systematic and organized manner. So if you are writing any essay, letter or speech, anything you are writing, for that you need to be very creative and you must have good skills for writing those things. What good skills you must have? Your grammar should be okay, and for grammar, in order to avoid the problems in grammar, you must know the rules of the grammars. Okay, tenses you must be strong. Means you should have good knowledge of tenses. Okay, basically we use two main type of tenses generally in our English, that is your simple tense and simple past tense. Okay, if you have mastery over these two tenses, then your whatever written part you are writing will be very effective. Okay, so you must focus on this simple tense and simple present tense and simple past tense. Okay, so next is your vocabulary building. In writing skills, what else you need to focus on? Vocabulary building. So if you are holding a good vocabulary, though, you will not face any difficulty in expressing our ideas. Okay, so there are two types of vocabularies. One is your active vocabulary. Active vocabulary is actually the set of words that we are using very frequently. Okay, that is known as our active vocabulary, the words which are using very frequently while speaking or writing. Passive vocabulary means the set of words which are known to you, but we are not using them frequently while writing or speaking. Okay, so what we should do, we should try to convert our passive vocabulary to active vocabulary. Okay, now simple spelling rules. Actually there is no hard and fast spelling rules, because your English language has been originated from different languages. Okay, like Greek, Latin, French and Spanish. So it's a combination of many words from different languages, so you can't say there can be certain fixed rules to learn spellings. But still, if your spellings are not okay, then your written skills will not be strong. So you must focus by practicing them by writing again and again. Okay, now we will start our grammar part, because if your grammar is not strong, your writing skills will not be strong. So what is a phrase? Phrase is actually a small group of words. Okay, that is giving you something meaningful, but that particular group of words or that phrase will not be complete in itself. There are different types of phrase, like noun phrases there. What is a noun? That are the naming words. Okay, fine. So a glass of wine. So actually this is a complete sentence, but whatever is written within the bold form is your noun, is your phrase. So it is a noun phrase because it is giving the name of a thing, that is your glass. Okay, verb phrase will be holding the verb inside it. Okay, had been living, had been looking. Okay, so these types of word, actually what is a verb? It is a action word, or we can say the doing words. Okay, what he is doing, Naisa is doing, he is living. Okay, so these are known as action words. So this is a noun phrase. Adjective phrase. What is adjective? Actually it has the quality of the noun. Okay, she, what is her quality? That she works very hard. Okay, so adjective will tell you the quality of the noun. So this type of, like we bought a necklace made up of gold. So made up of gold, it is giving description about the necklace. Okay, it is giving more description about the noun. So made up of gold is a adjective phrase. Next is your adverbial phrase. Adverbial phrase actually gives adverb, means it is related to your verb only. Means adverb gives more knowledge about your verb. Okay, so very slowly, this is very slowly is your adverbial phrase. Next is your prepositional phrase. Preposition basically they are the words showing the position or the relation, okay, near the sea. So this is your prepositional phrase. It is not a complete sentence, but it is something meaningful. Okay, so this type of things, this type of units we can say are known as phrases. Okay, now kinds of sentences, there are three kinds of sentences. One is your simple sentence, second is your compound sentence, third is your complex sentence. So simple sentence, it will have subject and verb and expresses a complete thought. Okay, so this type of sentence is known as independent clause. It is known as independent clause. The doctor sipped his tea. So the doctor is subject here and sipped his tea is your predicate. The verb is, so in predicate we can have verb or we can have object. Okay, so sipped is your verb and tea is your object. Now next is your compound sentence. It contains two independent clauses, but they are joined together with the help of conjunction like but, and they will be preceded by a comma. Okay, so they are two independent sentences, but they are being combined through a conjunction preceded by a comma. Next is your complex sentence. Complex sentence contains independent clauses and they will be joined by one or more independent clauses. Okay, next is your parts of sentences. There are two parts of sentences, mainly subject and predicate. So initially, in most of the cases, subject comes first, then followed by a predicate, but it is not always. Like in that jungle lived a lion. So lion is here subject. So subject can be, it can come at the last of the sentence also. It may come at the beginning of the sentence also. Okay, so keep it in mind. Generally it comes in the beginning of the sentence, but it may come at the last of the sentence also. What is predicate? Except the subject, everything comes under your predicate. Okay, Joseph is playing football with his friends. So Joseph is your subject and this whole is your predicate. Okay, but predicate is further subdivided into parts. That will I will explain you later. Okay, now parts of speech. So whatever you are speaking, the sentence, okay, that is categorized into, your English language has been categorized into 8 basic types. Okay, different parts of speech are noun, pronoun, adjective, verb, adverb, and preposition, conjunction, and interjection. So what is noun? These are the naming words. Okay, these are used to name a person, place, thing, animal, or any abstract idea. So Akbar was a great king. Okay, so noun is your Akbar. So there are different types of nouns. One is your common noun. Common noun, actually it represents a class of places, persons, or things. You will not write the name of the common nouns in capital form. Like cat, it is denoting a class of animals. Okay, like dog, so D will be small, C will be small. Next is your proper noun. Here they will start with the capital letter. Okay, like you are representing something particular, person or a place, like Kashmir, so K will be capital. Switzerland, India. So they are the examples for your proper nouns. You are writing your name, so your first letter will be capital, so that is also example of proper noun. Okay, specific person or place. Next is your collective noun. Collective noun, actually it refers to group of persons or things. They are forming a unit. Okay, they will be represented in singular form, like army. Okay, they will be represented in singular form. You should represent them. Committee, the group of persons forming a unit. Army, committee. Okay, nation. Fine. Abstract noun, we cannot touch, we cannot see, we can not perceive it by our physical senses. They can be expressed by emotions, ideas, or quality. Okay, so example like failure is a stepping stone to success. Beauty lies in the eyes of beholder. Okay, so failure, success, beauty, they all are your abstract nouns. Next is your countable nouns. Okay, the nouns that names countable things or people. Okay, you will always express them in singular or plural form both. Okay, so we painted the table red and chairs blue. Fine. So table, chairs, they are noun and you should accordingly use the singular or plural form with them. Okay, then countable, uncountable nouns that cannot be counted. Names uncountable, like oxygen you cannot count. Okay, so such type of things come under the uncountable noun: milk, sugar, tea, soap. Okay, next is pronouns. Pronouns is the replacement of your noun. Just to avoid the repetition of noun in the sentences again and again, we are using pronoun. Okay, so they can be explained in three ways. There are three forms of pronoun. First is your first person, second person, and third is your third person pronoun. The first person pronoun is the speaker of the sentence, like I, we, like pronoun which are being used in place of nouns. Okay, my name is Ram, I am a young boy. So again and again we will not write Ram. My name is Ram. Ram is a young boy. I will not write that. If I am talking about myself, then I will write I am a. So I is a pronoun here. Okay. So speaker of the sentence will be a first person pronoun. So examples are I and we. Second person, the person to whom you are speaking to. Okay. So hello Sita, you are very wise. So you is your second person pronoun. Third person pronoun, the person that the speaker is talking about, to whom, matlab about whom you are talking, is your third person pronoun. If you are talking about a boy, then you will say he is an engineer. So he will be, she, it, they. These are your pronouns. Okay. Next, the pronouns should be used according to the nouns only. Okay, if you are, means you should take care of the number, gender, and the person you are using. Accordingly, you should use the pronouns. Like you are talking about Rohit, then pronoun he should be used according to the Rohit only. Tom and Julie, now you are talking about two nouns, na? So pronoun should be they. Okay. Now if you are using a collective noun, so you should take care ki it should be used in singular form. Okay, army, I told you it's a collective noun, so it's a singular form, so accordingly you should use. Now if the collective noun shows a separate individual comprising a whole, means you're talking about a jury. Jury is a combination of many people inside it. Okay, then you should use plural form, their. Okay, committee you are using if their seats. Okay, next is when two or more singular nouns are joined using the and conjunction, then you must use plural form. Okay, Ravi and Mohan, two, you are talking about two, then the pronoun should be they. Okay, and if and is using, the pronoun should be plural. Okay, then if the same case is there but it is preceded by each and every. Okay, you are writing Ram and Mohan, now you are writing man and soldier. Every man, if you are writing, means before this every is attached, then it should be singular, not plural. Here we were saying if and is being used, okay, with singular or plural nouns, then we must have plural pronoun. Okay, here I am saying it should be singular pronoun. Okay, now if two or more singular pronouns are used and you are finding either is written, neither, nor, these types of words are written, then your pronoun should be singular. Either Ram or Mahesh forgot to take his book, so your pronoun should be singular. Fine. Adjective. So adjective is basically used to describe the quality, quantity, and the characteristic or the nature of noun. Fine. Like, means it will tell you the quality, quantity, number of the nouns. They will talk more about nouns. Okay, adjective of quality, the kinds of adjectives are adjective of quality, so it will tell the quality of the noun. The Ram is an honest man. Okay, the honest is telling the quality of the Ram. Okay, so it will tell the quality of the noun only. Fine. Then adjective of number, it will tell the number of nouns. Okay, two sisters, Ravi has two sisters. The two, how many sisters? Two. Demonstrative adjective, when you are pointing to something or some person, then you say it like that, these apples are sweet. So these, that, they are demonstrative adjective. While pointing to something, you speak using these types of adjectives. Interrogative adjectives using question like words, what kind of man he is. Okay, so your what, whose, this type of words will indicate your interrogative adjectives. Next is your verb. So what is a verb? Verb is actually your action words, or we can say doing words. Okay, so I'll continue this verb in my next video, next part. Thank you.